back to my channel. My name is Arissa and this is Arissa Art. And if you have watched me for a while, because you may have seen me paint this piece many months ago. And I always thought I would embellish it some way, but I never really felt connected to it. So rather than, I haven't varnished it or anything yet, it dried great. But rather than letting it sit there, not talking to me forever, I'm just going to pour over it. And I'm going to do a deconstructed bloom over it. Now it is a 24 by 36, so I can't have it vertically or else you'll never see it. So I'm going to have to pour it in the horizontal, even though my plan for it is for it to be vertical. So I'm going to put down the base coat. This is my PBG Multi Pro White in eggshell. I'm just going to throw a bunch of this down and move it around a bit. Like I will. I don't want to touch it. Ugh. But I don't want it dripping. Alrighty. So let me move this around. Oh, you know what? Let me mark this table so I know where to put you back as I move my canvas. And I'm right on the edge there. Hopefully I don't get paint on my floor. I don't plan to, but we'll see. So I'm just going to spread this out a bit. I want to make sure I don't have too much base coat on there, because then you're just wasting paint because it falls off. And as much as I will collect acrylics paints and stuff like that, it's hard for me to want to collect house paint. And I also don't want to lose so much of my composition that I create in the center. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 blooms. I'll put a little bit more in the center just so it has some flow to it. I want a thicker part to the middle, but I don't want to have, like if this was all thick, a heavy amount of paint, it just would have been too much. And I don't want that. Do I offset them? I guess I will offset them a bit. So I'll put one here, one here, and one here. Yeah. Right? I said I don't want too much paint, but I also want my stuff to flow, you know? Yeah, that's it. I'm going to put this bucket out of my way so I don't drop it. That would be tragic in this room. My colors, I've mixed them all. Like I've said on previous videos, I've mixed them all. So I don't know what is in them. But this is a really violet-like purple. This is a nice blue. I have a gold, but I wanted a pale gold this time. So this is, I know this one's champagne for the most part by Modern Masters. Then I have this pinky color. I just mixed them so there's bubbles. That's why I'm tapping them. This kind of icy purpley blue color. And then this wild card gives me heartburn. But I'm going to try it. I think I'm going to try it. Yeah, I'm going to change the order though. I don't want it next to, I'm going to put it next to my gold and my pink next to it. I'm not going to have it on top. That's going to be my compromise. So I'm going to do my petals one at a time here. And we'll see what we get. No, I'm not. I'm going to pour them all. I'm not going to do my cell activator all at one time. There's a lot of bubbles in these. We'll find out what we get. I want to cover up a lot of the purple just because I am using white and black cell activator. And oftentimes if you have that darker color in there, you just get a lot of dark area because of the black cell activator. So I want to cover up a lot of my purple so it's more just on the outskirts than it is in the center, if that makes any sense, when I blow out. Will that work? I don't know. We'll find out, huh? Yeah, so this painting, it's been drying. It's been dry for so long. It's definitely okay for me to paint over it. But if you had just painted this, especially if you used any kind of house paint, it's got to dry for so long before it's ready to be painted over. Otherwise, you will put paint on and it will peel right off. It'll bubble and peel, and that will ruin something that you perhaps truly like. So patience is the name of the game when you're trying to paint over a canvas that you've already painted. Alrighty. I'm glad I'm using mostly all of my colors. I do like that. I no longer like having all these extra colors everywhere. Ooh, this color is so pretty. I love that. I'm glad I put it on top. Alrighty. And just throw it in. And I don't think I want to add any more. Maybe I'll just drizzle the leftover remnants of my blue just in there on the top a little bit of these. There we go. And because I can't torch this because it's house paint, I'm going to hold my camera because I don't want it to fall. It's very tall, and let my canvas bang against the table. Sometimes that'll help blow bubbles up, and you can blow on them, and that will help pop them. All right, I'm gonna go white then black cell activator. No, I'm not. Black then white is what I meant. I'm gonna go this puddle first. And like I've said in previous, oh, that's water, first of all. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that had a cap on it. That would have sucked so much. Like I've said in previous videos, you put your self activator on right when you're ready to blow it, not before. I'm going to put some here. Even this is too long for me. But geez Louise, that would have been terrible if I put water in there. I'm just all discombobulated. I can't believe I almost poured water in there. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that cap was on there. I'm gonna probably combine those somehow. And then let's go. Oops. I'm gonna do the same thing here. tea like that. Let me grab a, where did my thing go? It's here. Dropped it. Just a little sharp stick with no brush head on. And I'm gonna just pull through the center here. I like it. Now there is plenty of paint on here. Do I want to add a little bit here? Still, yes. Just because I don't know why. I just have a hard time with paint rolling over itself. It is irksome to me after all these years. It is irksome to me. I don't like it. But the bulk of my paint is here just because I have two of the puddles there. So I'm going to bring it up also first. So my colors are still somewhat, this one certainly is still on the canvas a little bit, but it's a deconstructed bloom. So I'm okay with that because that will deconstruct it. But if you're not okay with it, you can slowly move your paints like this to kind of help them off of that canvas and encourage them to start moving. But you do have to be patient there because it's going to want to stay on the canvas. And so I don't have enough patience, and I also am doing a deconstructed bloom. So I'm going to let that one be forced off. Do I see something in my paint? I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go and start creating my piece. Take it off there. Pause it before I lose everything. I want that off though. That's the issue. I'm going to let that slide on its own a bit. And as soon as it stops moving, because you can see it is still moving off, I'm going to encourage it just a little more. Get it to go off. But I love all this field, so I don't want all that gone. So I'm going to go that way, encourage it off. And there. That way, what I don't want went off, but what I wanted stayed on. Sorry for my reach. I think I'm going to go up into the left corner over there. There we go. Help that color move. It's going to move over itself a little bit, which I don't want to add more paint to this. So I'm going to let it, which I don't like I just said, but I don't want to add more paint. I have plenty of paint on this canvas, and that one just wasn't moving because I had, it had been sitting there. So I want this to come off. The weight of the paint is here, so I'm going to shove it down, and then that can come off without having to lose everything else that I want. Stop it there, grab some of my cells back. All right, so I'm gonna pause here, go around your canvas. Don't go over your canvas. And now let's see what I wanna do. This, I wanna bring, this looks like it could be a little muddy. And I like the wispiness of this, and I like the cells of this. So I want this to be locked on this canvas before I lock this on this canvas. So I'm gonna come to this corner first, just to lock in what I actually like. Oh, this is heavy. So find the weight of the canvas paint, and then I'm going to come down to this corner. Sorry, you can't see it for just a moment. All right, so now what I need to do is the weight of the canvas is in the corner, but I still need the side taken care of. So I'm going to pull it back in a little bit, go vertical with it, get the in the center, and now the middle stuff will come off. And I'll lock that away. So now I need to just make my way back to this corner up here. And again, I like what's happening in the middle of this painting more than I like this corner, I think. It's not open, so I may actually really like it. So, but now the weight of the paint is right in the middle of the canvas, so I'm going to come down off of this side. Now you see what you see here is this is moving faster than that. And I want this little white part to come off. So I'm going to go back and then over, put the weight of the canvas or weight of the paint more so on this side. And now when I go straight down or straight towards me, more of this will move faster. And I want even more of that to move. So again, you have time. Just be really careful and actually think about what's happening. So now the weight of the paint is right over that little white line that I don't want. So now if I come down, that's where it'll come off. Get that off. And now I can pull my paint back and I still have plenty to come down to this corner. So I'm going to get it mostly that way. I may just bring it off the side first because I like the softer stuff more. So now the weight of the paint is right here. So I'm going to come straight down so it brings this stuff down because I still have to deal with this side. I'm going to let it roll over itself. Now, I could bring it back to the center because this part is not moving as fast as this part. I think I will because I'm seeing some stuff in this part that I kind of like. So I'm going to move it up a little bit, down to the middle to where it's over where I want to move. And then go straight up and down and it'll take this off before this. There. Now I can come back and finish my corner. So get it where I want it, come down, and now I'm gonna have to move and pull up this corner up there so I can go the right direction because this is a large canvas. And I don't want to get paint all over me trying to do things that ergonomically are not the right thing to do. It doesn't make any sense for my body and my arms to try to lift that canvas like that. All right, so here's the thing. I love the movement in here. There's too much paint on here. Now is the time where you have to decide what you're willing to lose, even if you like stuff. Like, I like this stuff a lot. I also like it because this white swath needs something dark behind it. Otherwise, it looks like the painting just ends with this white, and I don't want that. What I'm willing to lose is this dark stuff up here. So in order to get the paint all the way there, I've got some moving to do because now the weight of the paint is like right here. So I'm going to go up first, then over. And as soon as the weight of my paint, I'm kind of doing a diagonal because I don't want to go straight over. But as soon as the weight of the paint is right over where you want to lose, that's when you go in that direction. And that will go off first before everything else over there does. And I can hook the lighter there, which I like more, and lose that darker. And now I just got to bring my paint back to complete my composition if I'm done with it. And there is still a lot of paint on here, so I'm going to come straight down for right now. Get the paint mostly over here. I'm going to be willing to lose some of this white. So I'm going to go right over here, over this section here. And I'm going to bring all of this down. And I may lose all of it. And that's okay. Because I mean, you can lose all of it by taking it off, or you can lose all of it by your painting cracking. Because you have too much paint on your canvas. Those are the choices. So I don't want my painting to crack. So I'm going to just lose all of it. And I'll lose some more because there's still a lot of paint on here. I'm going to lose this corner, but I want the corner to come off at the angle in which I want it to come off. So now the weight of my paint is right here. And I'm going to go straight down from this upper corner to move it off that lower corner. When you start getting to the point where you're losing what you don't want to lose, you change your direction a bit to lose what you're willing to lose. But that purple lacing, I want to keep it, so I'm not willing to lose it. So now I'm going to pull my canvas back, or the weight of my paint back. I may go straight down because some of that white up there I'm willing to lose. I am getting to the point where I have enough paint off, but I want to get rid of some of the white up there. So I'll go down one more time before I shift my canvas back to the composition that I like. There you go. Oh, I love the movement in this. So now I'm just going to get the weight of my paint back to the center. And we'll be done. There we go. So much paint on my fingers. I can't do it. All right, let me get my gloves off. Oh, there's so much paint on them, I can't get them off. There we go. Ugh. My poor watch. My watch has been through it. It keeps working, so shout out Apple, right? So I'm just going to test. Oh, there's a lot of paint on here. What do I want to do? I don't want to lose anything. I think it will dry okay, but it's not ideal. It's not ideal. I can lose a little bit over here. Let me get another glove on because I'm just going to tilt straight that way. So I just need the one glove. And my paint, as I tilt this extremely, it will dip into the paint on the table. This is why I say don't rush to clean up the drips off of the bottom underside of your canvas, because the weight of this paint coming off the side will correct what I just did because it's falling. So it will blanket the part that I dipped and make it look like it's part of the piece. So now I think there's enough. I'm going to tilt back slightly. Yeah, that feels better. All right. Let me get this back off, this glove off. It's not dirty enough for me to get rid of, so I guess I'll just clean this one off. And I'll check the depth of my paint again, and I should have enough off. That's better. I like it. I'm going to clean up my sides, and I will bring you down for a close-up. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So I just spent some time making sure my corners were covered, but I absolutely, first of all, love the movement in this. This little swoosh here, this makes me so happy. And I'm so glad I put that orangey color in there. It actually adds a lot of life. I like it. but the colors are super, super beautiful. Of course, they're gonna shift as I go through. I love them so much. I can't wait to see this nice and shined up and varnished. But I love the little cells area. I love this piece right here. This, oh, that is so pretty to me. And then falling into these little silvery type blue cells. And even that dark spot right there, it is so pretty. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I don't know what day this is gonna come out. If it comes out Wednesday, I'll see you Sunday. If it comes out Sunday, I'll see you Wednesday. But I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Hey, even hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, thanks for watching. Bye for now.